Folks, it is Maximum Fun's annual Max Fun Drive. This is the time of year when you can join the Maximum Fun family. And Hal, why don't you give me one reason why a person would want to go to MaximumFun.org/join-WGT and become a member?
Well, one of the best reasons to do it during Max Fun Drive is because there are all sorts of gifts involved in supporting all of these shows that you enjoy, namely bonus content. We've been putting out bonus content since 2016, and we figured we would give you a little taste, a platter, an amuse-bouche, if you will, of all the different episodes we've done over the year. You'll get access to all of them, plus our latest episode when you go to MaximumFun.org/join-WGT and support us at the $5 level or more.
And remember, all of this is exclusive for Max Fun members.
Before we take a walk down memory lane and give you a taste of all the exclusive We Got This bonus content you'll get access to from years past when you become a member at Max Fun.
For Maximum Fun Drive this year, 2026,
we're playing the first ever game of We Got This Jeopardy, where we try to figure out which episode is being discussed simply by the decision.
They've all been asked and answered, but this time we got the answers first and had to guess the episode.
Are you going to be better at it than we are?
Listen and play along. We figured it would be fun for our bonus content feed. We've got over 500 episodes of We Got This with Mark and Hal. We have covered so many topics on this show. We ask a question at the beginning of every show, and we answer that question by the end of the show. So, considering we're both fans of Jeopardy, we thought it would be fun to flip the questions and answers around and see how much we know about our own show with our version of Jeopardy. I don't know if you've heard before when we have had Ken Plume come in, producer Ken Plume, with Trivia Apocalypse, big hit during Max Fun time. But we figured what better way to find out how much we know about our own show than with the help of Trivia Apocalypse's Ken Plume.
Well, hi, everybody. Hi, Mark. Hi, Hal.
Hi, Ken.
Hello.
I didn't think everybody was going to say hello back, but it was very Blue's Clues for a second, and I hope everyone did.
I want to invite everybody in. I want this to be a nice, chill, inviting affair. The door's open. We never close. The door's off the hinges. This is unhinged.
I hope it's a nice affair, too, because Hal is very competitive. And I was like, this is going to be fun. And he told me he'd crush me.
Yeah. Mark was like, can we be on the same team? Listen, I went to a Quaker school. That meant we weren't allowed to compete. And for me, that meant that I still have 15 years of competition built up in me that's going to keep leaking out. And it just keeps growing. I'm still catching up.
How did we go this long? And I never heard that Quaker schools, you're not allowed to compete. So you guys didn't have any sports teams or anything?
We did. We had competitive sports stuff, but there's a lot of ties. Our basketball team was actually really good. They were league champions, like competitive basketball team, but the majority of things ended in ties, and it drove a lot of us nuts.
Now, were they like bow ties, or what kind of ties were they?
You wish it was kasha and bow ties or nicely appointed neckwear, but no, it's just.
Is a bolo a tie, or is a bolo just a neck adornment?
A bolo's a tie?
Okay. It is a tie, yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I believe in you both. I think you're going to destroy each other equally, so.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. No. I
Ken,
think
you're our
you're
producer. You shouldn't want us to destroy each other.
I don't know anymore. We'll have to see how this goes. So we'll free us all. Hal.
Yes.
Velveeta shells and cheese.
Oh, is best fake cheese dish.
Can you do the jingle?
There's a Velveeta shells and cheese jingle?
Yeah.
No.
There are notes assigned to it. Velveeta shells and cheese.
Is it what I said? No.
The jingle is just kind of singing the names.
That's what a jingle is.
Charmin toilet paper. Isuzu Ranger.
Yeah, look it up.
Casio keyboard. So we started in 2016 with our highly controversial "Should You Recline Your Seat on a Plane" episode. Can we eliminate the just be cool? Because that's clearly the correct answer is, if it's like, look, see if there's a giant tall person behind you. If it looks like it's going to bug them, ask, try, don't do it too far. Can we eliminate the let's all be reasonable people out of this and just go for the down and dirty, binary debate?
Well, yeah, I think that gets us nowhere if we keep those people in. Cause then,
yeah.
And we talked about this, we've talked about this several times, but like our first episode was, should you put ketchup on a hot dog? And the reasonable answer would be just be cool. It's not your hot dog. Don't let anybody put stuff you don't want on your hot dog.
Right.
But
we have to eliminate the just be cool answer.
Yeah, we're offering instruction for people on how to live their lives. So the obvious answer is don't just be cool, okay? You're going to either recline your seat or not. In fact, if we decide that you should, then I think
you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you 100% have to always recline your seat now. Or always keep your seat vertical now.
Then in 2017, we were joined by my father, Bill Lublin, to determine the best dad joke.
Hello, son. How are you? And hello, pseudo son. How are you?
Oh, I love this. I'm going to call you pseudo dad.
No problem.
We're choosing the best dad joke. So, I don't know if you know this, Bill, but Hal and I have deliberately not made a list. We usually have a list of contenders for these episodes. We are expecting you we are not dads. You are a dad.
Yeah.
You know dad jokes. We are expecting you to provide us, with a list of the top, some would say greatest. I imagine a dad would say greatest.
Yeah.
I imagine other folks would say, worst. Like we're going for grown factor here, I assume. Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Dad, what do you think makes a good dad joke?
Children.
And it begins. In 2018, we decided for the first time that our guests on the show should be all kids. So we did an all kids edition at New York Comic Con. The Tooth Fairy versus leprechauns. I feel like that's an easy one. The Tooth Fairy gives you money. But
So does a leprechaun. The question is, hold on, who here who's gotten money from the Tooth Fairy? What's the going rate for a tooth right now?
Did you just say $20 for it? Come up here and punch me in the mouth and knock out all of my teeth. I got a car payment to make.
Hold on. So
I got a quarter when I was a kid.
I got a quarter, maybe $1.
There's some parents in this room right now going, well, it wasn't $20 an hour ago, but I guess.
As an extra bonus from 2018, we took a clean slate that we did exclusively for the crowd at Dragon Con and made it available exclusively to Max Fun members.
Tell me, what is the best fantastical creature, dragon, griffin, unicorn, whatever?
Ooh, best like mythical creature.
Mythical
creature we're talking about.
All right, I feel like it comes down
topic.
to it's a great topic. I think it comes down to two in the end, right?
Go ahead.
Dragon and unicorn?
Sure.
Right. Or Pegasus unicorn, is that a thing?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
These are mythical, Mark. They don't have to be real.
Oh, it's mythical? We can just make one up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
sure.
A Pegasus dragon unicorn. Asked and answered.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And of course, in 2018, we went to a lot of Comic-Cons, including New York Comic-Con, where we did a clean slate episode with Jonathan Colton.
Best thrilling adventure hour character.
Best thrilling adventure hour character, Croach the Tracker. Next question. I got one right here.
I think Hal might have a difference of opinion.
Screw that. In 2019, we actually took a break from Mark and I doing the bonus content, and we had our producer Ken Plume invite Doc Hammer, a vowed fan of the show, to discuss our previous decisions in the first ever bonus episode of People of the World.
When I was a kid, this is one of my first true childhood memories. I remember we were in our living room when I was a little kid, and there were two grown-ups who had just seen a movie. Grown-ups, Ken, grown-ups, who had just seen a movie, and they were arguing about this movie. And I was looking at them with awe, thinking, if only one day I'll have an opinion. Like that was like this huge goal of mine.
And of course, we were back in 2020 with another clean slate of our own.
Blow Pops or Tootsie Pops? Now let's talk about a couple things here.
Do you
Number
enjoy a
one,
Tootsie Roll?
I do. I love a Tootsie Roll.
Okay.
I love a sugar gum too.
Mm-hmm.
Love them both. The reason why I lean towards a Blow Pop is
So
because
funny. I lean towards a Tootsie Pop.
In 2021, we took on two of people's least favorite household chores, doing the laundry or doing the dishes, and decided which one was the worst of them all.
I'll tell you what I don't have is a dishwasher or a washer dryer in my home.
And I have both. So we can
Okay.
really come at this from two different, like I have no excuse to not get them done.
Yeah.
You have some excuses to.
I mean,
not get them done.
my esteemed partner, Johnny Fancy Pants over here. no longer knows the dilemma and pain in the neck that it is to lug all your stuff to a laundromat once every couple of weeks. In 2022, we were joined by one of our dearest friends and one of our favorite guests, Hadget Brewster, who came back on the show for the London Podcast Festival. We did a clean slate and dropped it in 2022 as our bonus content.
You don't go, like, why would you be facing the top of the freezer as if you go in there all the time? You want it on the bottom.
That's why, look, that is the exact reason having my freezer. I have the freezer on the top, having the fridge on the bottom, and like the crisper drawers, the place where you put the vegetables are the farthest from my line of sight, from my hand, and from my hunger that they can get.
But closest to your feet.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
In case I want to kick some broccoli around the apartment. You guys all play that game, right? Kick the broccoli around the apartment.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing this afternoon? I'm just kicking some broccoli around,
Yeah. You guys want to play some KTB? You guys were playing KTB back over at Gags' place.
I had that for PlayStation 1. It was really good. The first of our 2023 bonus content pieces saw us getting back on an airplane to decide the best airplane food. You fly pretty often, right?
I do. By the way, I'm loving watching you get worked up about this. Your face is getting redder, which makes it even funnier because of your crazy hair.
Yeah, I'm turning more and more into Vincent Schiavelli by the minute. I don't know how much time we have left before I'm gone completely. You fly fairly frequently, or you've flown fairly frequently, at least in the last several years.
Yeah.
What percentage of the time that you're on a flight would you say you have to make a duty?
And of course, People of the World Volume 2 came out in 2023, round 2, with our producer, Ken Plume, and fan of the show, friend of the show, Venture Brothers, Doc Hammer.
You know that I still eat at Subway occasionally in a pinch. Would you like to hear what my Subway sandwich is?
I would. Is this just all veggies?
All right, I'm going to order it. All right, so I get up to the counter, and I never know how to introduce my sandwich.
Good day, sir.
No, I never know, because I watch the people in front of me, and one of them goes, I'll do the is my favorite. All right, I'll do the cheese. I'll do the. So I don't know what to do because I think all of it is strangely weird and rude. So I go, the sandwich you'll be preparing for me will go thusly.
You're such an idiot.
After the 2023 Max Fun Drive, the members unlocked a special Hot Ones clean slate where we went through a full flight of Hot Ones hot sauces while settling topics suggested by you, the people of the world. Here's a little taste.
Oh, yours is on the table? Mine's on the floor.
Ghost pepper is one of those that just sits, and it sits and it sits. And I can see how when you go through this, my tongue's getting numb. You get to a point where you can't really taste it anymore.
Yeah.
So you're just adding to the pain.
I'm going to have a little water just for the flavor.
Now,
mix up.
What was the question? During the 2023 holiday season, our buddy Paul F. Tompkins joined us for a special holiday-themed episode that you can hear on the regular feed, but he also joined us for a special clean slate that is only available to Max Fun members on the exclusive bonus feed.
I mean, look, all this is, somewhat well-trod territory. We've grown up thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you show up to a family that's just given birth in a manger and you give them gold, like you're helping that family out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really helping that family out. And everything else is nice. That's fine. But I mean, they needed that gold.
And finally, here is a clip from our 2024 bonus content in which Mark and I headed to a bunch of different fast food joints around Los Angeles to decide once and for all the best fast food hamburger.
It's a mess.
It's a bit of a mess.
I see like a corner of cheese, like the cheese is like you could make.
It's composed pretty sloppily.
I think they're really selling the idea of like, this is huge.
Yeah, it's a decent sized burger. The bun is not as well toasted as the McDonald's one. It doesn't have that sheen. It doesn't have that buttery toastiness. It does have sesame seeds. It is a little toasted, not much.
Yeah.
The lettuce is cut into little squares.
Only mayo.
Only mayo, no ketchup. Oh, no, there is ketchup. The ketchup is... Yeah, there's... So
Ew.
Underneath the tomato...
Ew!
The top of this sandwich has so much going on.
It just looks like they fed all the toppings into a wood chipper and then used a hose to blast it on top of the burger. There's no rhyme or reason.
No.
There's no loving care.
No. It looks like they were having a race and have it still technically be correct.
But it was with a bunch of kids at an overnight camp.
Yeah.
You gotta make they were just fast kids. Go, go, go.
For 2025, Hal and I are joined by producer Ken Plume for a rapid-fire clean slate where we provide snap decisions
for all the topics on our lengthy and frightening,
dare I say, untouchable unrecorded topics list.
How do we do under pressure?
Here's a little taste of that. Ooh. This feels saucy. Don't sleep on NKOTB either, man. New Kids on the Block.
Oh, yeah.
A classic.
People don't realize how, if you weren't around for that era, like how big they were. Menudo was huge, too.
Menudo was huge, but I never collected Menudo cards. I definitely collected NKOTB cards.
You collected New Kids on the Block cards?
Heck yeah, especially that one where they all used each other's rat tails as mustaches, where they were just lined up in a line together, and they each pulled. No, they each pulled the other one's rat tail up as a mustache.
Mark, go get
on
your
them.
shoebox. Go get the card,
dude. Danny Wood is holding Jordan White's rat tail as a mustache in front of him. There was a boy band with rat tails.
I can't top that. So you've heard these clips. If you want to hear the full episodes, all you have to do is go to MaximumFun.org/joinWGT and support our show at the $5 a month level or greater. It's just that simple.
That's right. Visit MaximumFun.org/joinWGT. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And everybody, thank you.
Thank you. And also, we got this.
We got this. That's right.